I've talked to 2 people who've used it. One is somebody from Ubisoft, and he said programming for it is actually really nice, and Nintendo's been working very closely with them, and that the concept is great because he said you could play, well, I don't know how careful I should be here, but let's say you could play Assassin's Creed once you have your handheld plugged into your console, and then you can then detach the thing, take it with you, and play the Assassin's Creed mobile game out of your pocket. And then when you get back home, plug it directly in, and now it attaches back to the, oh, that's brilliant, that's brilliant, that's smart, right? Like, take a form of the game with you as you go. So he says it's a dream to code for. And then somebody I know who's played on an EX for 20 minutes, or an NX for 20 minutes, says, I keep getting, everything is the EX now that I've been playing Pokemon. Yeah. It's Pokemon EX card. He said it's as innovative as they'd hoped to, and said that we wished we had done that. Wow. Yeah, so I hopefully, let's just hope Nintendo doesn't fall.
Did we just receive our first legit tidbit of information concerning the NX? I think that's the question that is on everyone's mind. Of course, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. I just haven't given my thoughts on it. And in this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on Mr. Boogie2988. And I'm also going to say what I have always believed the NX was. You know, so I'm gonna try to do both of those things in this video. First of all, yes, Boogie2988, I think that's how you say his name, I'm not for sure. In a, I want to say Retropalooza panel discussion, was doing a question and answering section where those who were at the panel in the audience was able to ask him questions about whatever they want to ask about, and he'd give his opinion. He was doing his characters. He was doing a whole bunch of things. I watched a little bit of it. But, of course, the mysterious, elusive, most prevalent question that everyone want to know in gaming right now is mostly about the NX. And, of course, he was asked about the NX, what he thought it was, and this, that, and the third. Well, he dropped a doozy that I feel is worthy of conversation because of who he is and his platform, and the fact that he was careful in what he said. He was direct and precise in what he said. He wasn't fumbling and stumbling over words. He wasn't seeming like he was pulling something out of his behind. He literally seemed to be saying something that was told to him that he honestly believed. And because of his body language, because of how he talked about it, and what I also believe the NX to be, I thought it was very interesting. Now, of course, until Nintendo says something, all this is speculation. All this is to be looked at with a squinted eye, like possibly, hopefully, you know, whatever, however you want to feel about it. Some of you might not want it to be this. Some of y'all might want what Eurogamer said, which all that would be discussed. But literally what he said was that I found interesting was he said that he did use the word council. He said it is and he said, you know, I don't know how careful I need to be here. He was talking about it's a council that gives you, that has a device that has mobile functionality to it. And he used the analogy or the example of an Assassin's Creed game, because he did say that one of his connections was a Ubisoft employee that is working directly with the NX. He said he knows 2 people that has actually played the NX. And both of them, I guess, have said the same thing about the NX. So from the Ubisoft employee to the unnamed employee who said that we wish we would have thought of this, They both basically told Boogie the exact same thing about what the NX is. And he said it is a council. Again, that goes back to what Reggie said, that it's a council. These are not slippage of words. These are, when you say council, we understand what a council is, because they know the difference between council and handheld. They didn't say a handheld. They said a council. They didn't say a docking station. They said a council. Okay, do you understand? So there is a council. That's, to me, there is deductible reasoning going on here. If Reggie said council, then I, coming out of the horse's mouth, which is Reggie, I must believe that it is a council. And anything that does not say council or does not point to it being a council, I have to look at with a grain of salt. All right? Well, Boogie did not say a handheld that can do dock with something to formulate like a council experience. No, he said a council that has an aspect to it that is detachable, that can give you a mobile experience that is different from the home console experience, right? That gives you some function or allows you to do something. Like with Assassin's Creed, you have the home console experience, the game at home and how that's supposed to be experienced with a home console. Then when you, whatever this thing is, you pull out of the home console and go mobile, then there is another experience that you can have with Assassin's Creed that is not the experience that you can have at home. I found that interesting, all right? So we see here that is pointing to two devices. Two devices. Now, the question that needs to be asked is, and like I said, when you go through the process of elimination and deduction, if Nintendo is still, and I said this before, still pushing the 3DS, right? They're still pushing the 3DS. And with the process of deduction, the Wii U is the dead piece of hardware or the dead creation of Nintendo, and the 3DS is still very much alive and still very much supported by Nintendo, and the Wii U is the device that is being basically killed off. Why would Nintendo turn around and put a device out that is a handheld device and not a console? Got to go through the process of elimination, man, the process of deduction, man. When I see people run with certain things and they supposed to be intelligent people, it makes me scratch my head, because to me, if you are killing off this and you are still promoting this and you are a gaming company, then if you're still pushing one aspect of what you do and you're killing off one aspect of what you have created, the Wii U, then, and you have something new coming to the market, it only makes sense, logical sense, that's what is coming to the market. The new thing is going to step into the position of what you're just neutered and killed off. That would be the home console. Reggie said home console. So through the process of elimination, the Eurogamer rumor just never made sense to me. But this right here, which we understand is not necessarily, we can run with it like fact. But what we can say is Boogie didn't stumble over the usage of council, right? So it's a council. Reggie said it's a council. Boogie is saying it's a council. That much we know about what Boogie said is true. It's a council. It's a council that has an aspect to it that can go with you, that deducts and that detaches from that council and can go with you and perform certain experiences of itself. Now, what I believe is the NX is a collection of devices uh, a home console that gives you the ability to have a mobile aspect. That's what I've always believed. Uh, I believe that it is being powered by an AMD, is making the chipset. Like I said, the process of elimination of NVIDIA has nothing that suggests that it is working on a on a gaming system. They have talked about cars and making chipsets for smart cars and stuff like that. They have talked about Macs and different computers and different things like that. They have yet to talk about gaming. But we know that AMD has said they had 3 wins, and 2 have already been announced, the Neo and the Scorpio, and there's 1 more to be announced. And there's only one gaming company that has yet to say anything, and that is of relevance, put it like that. Like I said, let's use logic, people, of relevance. That's the Nintendo company. That's the 3rd gaming company. So it only makes sense that that 3rd win is most likely Nintendo. Anyway, so back to this situation. What we do know is a home console. Boogie said it's a home console. He said, one of the people said that they wish they would have thought of this. It points to this thing being a lot different from everything that has been said before. I choose to, and maybe this is, I can't say it's fact, but I believe that what Boogie was saying, you can take and you can put some what I want to use. I believe you could take what Boogie said and put some spec on that. you can take it to the bank, so to speak. I believe you can believe in what he said. I think there's some truth to what he's saying. He don't know all of it. He didn't act like he knew all. He was careful, so he know more than what he's saying. But he did say counsel. I found that interesting. When he talked about the mobile aspect, he did refer to it as a lesser experience than what can be experienced on the console. Also, what I've never believed about the Eurogamer rumor is when you dock that to the docking station, if the docking station has no chipset, right? While that 720p image might look good on a 6.2 inch screen, that same image is not going to look as good on a 65 inch screen, which I have, or a 32 inch screen, which I have upstairs, which is a cheap 4K TV. It was really doing 2K that upscales to 4K. It's not going to look as good on a bigger TV if there's nothing there to push or assist with the resolution quality on the TV. Now, I can mirror my phone to my TV, but it might look good on my phone. But if I just mirror my phone to the TV, it's not going to look as good on my TV. So, yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. But I believe what Boogie said. I think you can take it to the bank. I believe you can. I think we really did get our first true revelation into the NX from what Boogie said. I do believe that a reveal is imminent. It's coming. I believe it's coming. It has to come at some point. Too many people are opening up. I don't think Nintendo can keep this under wraps too much longer. I think third party and individuals that know about it, somebody's going to eventually break their silence and non-disclosure agreements. I think Nintendo's going to have to reveal it, or somebody is going to reveal it. Put it like that. Somebody going to leak something. They not going to care. And I think Nintendo is flirting with that. And if they want to control the information, they better go ahead and reveal it. This is your boy. I'm rambled on long enough. Hopefully this is understandable. But Make sure you tune in to fulleffectgaming.com. Also, the Live and Level Gamers podcast will be taking place tonight, folks. And we will talk about this a little bit more. But that's what I believe. I believe everything Boogie said is legit. You can take it to the bank. Certain aspects of what he said, I believe it is a home console that has a mobile device that is detachable from the home console that you can take with you and have a lesser experience with it, and you can do things with it. And then when you bring it back home, you put it back in the where it docks to the home console, and then you have a home console experience. And I believe there is even more to this with the whole supplement computing device. I think that's how you say that. It's a lot that's going on here, folks. But anyway, this is your boy Levelhead signing out. Till next time, folks. It's been 14 minutes too long.